Hi there and welcome to this class. This class is going to be a full body flow, but it's going to be having a really strong focus on the wrists and the ankles because these are two things that very often get forgotten about, and they're pretty fundamental. Wrists for getting connection from the ground to our shoulders, enabling us to engage our entire core container, strengthening, stabilizing shoulders, and then the ankles from the perspective of if you don't have good ankle motion, it can impact your knees, your hips, your shoulders, the list goes on. So let's get started. Come down onto your back. Think about the back of the neck being long, shoulder blades open, sacrum resting heavily onto the mat, and just start to close down your eyes and tune into your body, tuning into your breath. Connecting to your breath, taking a breath in through the nose, feeling the breath draw down into the belly, the ribs expanding upwards, outwards, backwards to accommodate that breath. And then it softly flows back out of the nose on your exhale. Just repeat that, allowing yourself to just establish this soft breathing pattern in and out through the nose, taking the breath down into the body rather than breathing up in the chest. As you lie here, just take a moment to notice. Tune into your body. Notice how it feels. Notice if you're holding on to any tension or tightness. And if you are, just notice where you're holding that tension or tightness. Use your breath to move it around the body to those areas, moving any tension or tightness away. Just visualize that breath flowing around the body, a little like water percolating through either sand or soil, just getting into every single space that it can find. And then take a moment to tune into your mind. Notice what's coming up for you today. Notice if you've got any wayward thoughts that are trying to pull you off track. Give yourself permission to let them go. Don't have to pass any judgment for anything that's coming up, thoughts, feelings, or emotions. But just give yourself permission to pop them on an imaginary cloud and just let that cloud float past your eyes, detaching yourself from the thoughts, from the distractions, allowing you to be present, connected, mind and body on your mat. Just going to take a breath here, breathing down low into the belly. Feel the belly rise, then take it up to the midsection, the upper chest. Sit more air in through the nose at the top, full cavity expansion. And then exhale with an audible sigh, and as you exhale, let any tension in the mind or the body or anything you want to let go of, let it go on that exhale. Good. From here, we're going to come up into a low bridge. So grab a block between your thighs, ground down through the soles of the feet, and then slowly curl your tailbone up towards the back of your knees. Make sure your feet are far enough, they're not sort of too close towards your bum. And we're going to start by lifting and lowering those toes. Really pull them up towards your shins, okay? Really getting into the front side of that ankle. As we do this, take the right hand to the sky, push up to the ceiling with the same force that you pull back to get some space into that wrist, into that forearm, spreading the palm. Good. And then from here, swap hands and start to lift your heels. So pushing into your toes and lifting your heels. Now, as you lift your heels, if you need to bring your feet in a little closer, do. But make sure that you're not trying to roll out to the outer edge of the ankle. That's why the block's really good to help from an engagement perspective. Keep squeezing the block and keep that foot as it extends up, rolling over. You want to think about the lift up in line with the toe rather than the roll out of the ankle outwards. Okay, it's very easy to let the ankle roll outwards. Hands to fists, circle in those wrist joints. Let's move both ways. Control the movement. Notice how your wrists feel this morning. Good. And then jazz hands, big stars, tight fists, and open and close as fast as you can. We'll be coming back to this in the flow. So go for it. Good. 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. Good job. Release the block. Pop it anywhere. You're going to come onto your right toe, okay, and take your left knee over your hip. You're then going to touch the toe to the floor for 5, 4, keep pushing into that toe. Remember, don't let the ankle roll out. 2 and 1. Good. Swap sides, so push into the left toe, lift the right heel and tap the right toe for 5. Squeeze that left glute. 4, 3, drive down into the toe. 2 and 1. Good job. From here, roll upper, middle, lower, all the way down to the mat with control. Good. Grab your block again. If you don't have a block, cushions will do. Pop it between the thighs. Moving on to our abdominals. Interlace the hands behind the head. Elbows frame the face. Inhale here. Exhale, lift. Low belly pulls down and back. Extend the right leg. Circle in that right ankle. Let's do 3 one way, 3 the other way. Rebend the knee. Inhale, come down. Exhale, we lift. Low belly pulls down and back. You're not flattening your back to the mat though. You've got that little lumbar space. Good. Circle the left ankle. 3 one way. Try and imagine you've got a paintbrush on the toe and you're trying to get that circle as big as possible. Good. Inhale, come down. Exhale, we lift. Right leg extends. Twist to the right, 2 inches, moving from the breastbone. Circle again, 3 circles one way, 3 circles the other way, squeezing that block, isolating the movement to the ankle, back to center. Inhale, come down. Lovely work, guys. Exhale, we lift. Left leg extends, twist to the left. We're not tipping, we're not collapsing onto that left shoulder. Lift up to the elbows. Keep them lifting to the sky, hugging the belly, and we're circling that ankle as big as you can make it. Good. Rebend the knee. Inhale, come down. We're leveling it up. Exhale, lift. Twist right, extend the right leg. Slice this left arm to the outer edge of the right thigh. Right hand comes to meet it. The left hand takes the right wrist and pull towards the bottom of the mat. Circle that ankle, 3 one way, 3 the other way. Keep pulling that wrist. Good job. Rebend the knee, back to center. Inhale, come down. Exhale, we lift. Left leg extends, twist left, slice the arm. Left arm comes to meet it. Right hand takes the left wrist and pull and circle 3 times one way and 3 times the other way, squeezing that block. Good. Rebend the knee, back to center. Knees can just hug to the chest. Remove your block and let's rock and roll through the spine. Get a little bit of fluidity as we roll down. Feel each vertebrae being massaged onto the mat, and then let's come on over onto all fours where we're going to start by warming up our wrists. Good. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Just get those shoulders nicely in neutral on the back, and we're going to rock forwards and backwards, driving into the big finger knuckle. We're torquing our hands out energetically. So imagine you're trying to screw jam jar lids with your hands, left going left, right going right. You're not trying to actually twist them, you're just screwing them into the ground, creating that torque in the arm all the way up into the shoulder. Good. Last rock here. Turn the fingers out 90 degrees to the sides. Good. We're going to push from one hand to the other. Keep the connection all the way up into the shoulder. And even if you're pushing left to right, don't lose the contact of the other hands. Good. Keep drawing the neck back in space. Breathe. In and out through the nose. Then turn the fingers back towards the knees. Bend the elbows. If this feels impossible, You're going to bring the fingers a little bit closer, the hands a bit closer towards the knees. Good. And then you're rocking backwards. Good. Breathing. Opening through these flexors. Good. Nice work, guys. Good. And then from here, come off that. You can just give your hands a little shake. That's quite a lot. Back to all fours. And we're going to lift and lower our heels of our palms. So lift up, slowly lower down. Lift up, slowly lower. Good. Control the lift and lower. Keep the shoulders in neutral. You're lifting. Keep the neck drawing back in space. Breath flowing in and out through the nose. Good. Nice work. 2 more. Last one. Good. Again, if you need it, come off, circle the wrists. Interlace the hands. We're coming to dolphin. Forearms on the mat, release the neck, tuck the toes, lift the bum to the sky, lift up and out of the mat, pushing into those forearms. Right heel to bum, let's take some hip circles, juicing up that big, ginormous hip joint of our body. Good. Again, remember you've got that imaginary paintbrush on the edge of the knee. You're trying to make as cleaner circle as possible. Go 3 one way, 3 the other. Pop the foot down. Keep lifting to the pelvis. Swap sides. Keep that foot flexed as well. So you're not pointing the toe. You're flexing it, opening it through the back line of the body. Good. 3 one way, 3 the other. Keep lifting out of the mat. Don't succumb to the collapse through the shoulders. Good job, guys. And then pop that foot down. Knees can come wide. Arms come forwards. Allow the breath in the belly just to soften between the thighs for a couple of breaths as you connect back to yourself, to your breath, to your body, to your practice. Good. And then from here, we're going to come up to the top of the mat. Grab your blocks, come up to stand. Nice work. Soft knees, length through the crown of the head, drive down through the floor, arms reach forwards and up. Let's just have a little wrist circle at the top and then hinge backwards, plant the hands, right foot steps back, lower the right knee, bring the body up, squeeze this right bum cheek, push through those toes, okay? We're going to do a wrist car. I'll show you front on. So hold your wrist and then you're trying to draw an enormous circle, palm facing upwards, using your wrist. Go 3 one way, 3 the other way. Good. Controlled articular rotation of the wrist joint. Good. And then hands to the mat. Step back. Sorry, before we do that, let's roll the shoulders. Good. And then hands to the mat. Step back for plank. Zip up through the front line of the body. If you feel strong here, you can just do some toe rocks. Again, don't worry about this. If you need to have your knees down, just have your knees down. That's perfectly fine. Listen to your body, listen to your own ability. Good. Lower the knees, slowly lower with control. Heads of the shoulders stay lifted. Fingertips come wide off the edge of the mat. Push into them, tent them like little teepees. Pull the chest through, squeeze the bottom, squeeze between those shoulders. You can nod the chin to the chest, lift it up, nod it to release through the back. Good. Back line, good. Release, frame the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift up and back to down dog. Have a little pedal of those calves. Maybe add in a hip wiggle, driving into the hands. And then from here, lower the knees, right foot comes forwards. Bring the body up, squeeze the left bum cheek, push through the toes. And we do our controlled articular rotation for the wrist on the other side. You're holding that elbow tight to the body and just trying to draw a big circle with those fingers. Good. Release. Roll the shoulders. Juicy shoulder rolls. Leave your arms down and lift the shoulder up by making it work rather than using your lower arm to lift it. Good. Hands to the top of the mat. Back foot steps in. lengthen the spine, come up to stand. Nice work, guys. Good. From here, grow long through the spine. Right foot steps back. We're in a high lunge. Again, arms to the sky. We're going to circle those wrists both ways. So just keep alternating between the two. And we're going to rock on that back ankle, okay? So, sorry, back foot, back toes. So we're pushing through the toes, lifting the heel, dropping the heel back down, okay? Good. Keep going. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. And then from here, slowly lower towards the floor. Good. Tucking the back toe. We're now going to go into our front leg. So we're going to do an ankle flex as we go forwards. Then we're going to take, we've got 5, okay? We're going to end up with the leg out, straight out to the side. So make sure you've got your 5 driving into the floor at equal spacing to get a different flexion into that ankle. Good. From here, well, I'll stay this way, I think. From here, drive into that left ankle, knee, squeeze from the left glute, pushing into the floor. Try and contract your heel towards your thigh. Good. And then from here, right hand down. If you need a block, take the hand under the block under the hand, left arm over, big stretch. Pull that right shoulder in, neutral on the back body, squeeze the hips forwards. Good. Inhale up, right arm over, drive into this left ankle again. Good. Back to reverse. Left arm over, squeeze the glutes, hips come forwards. Good. Inhale back up, exhale, drive. Right arm over, find space in the side body, get this flexion in this ankle. Good. Reverse, breathe, shoulder on the back body. Nice. And then your legs should be out to the side at this point. And then you're going to bring it back in and come and sit on your toes. Now, tuck the toes as much as you can. This might feel unmanageable for some of you. If it does, you can pop a block on top of your feet, so you're lifting your bum a bit higher. Or you can be a little further off the heels. Grow long through the spine, and we're just going to sit here for a couple of breaths. So think about drawing that breath low, rib cage expands, and then let it softly flow back out of your nose. Inhale into the nose, breath draws low, rib cage expands in 360 degrees. And then exhale. Back out of the nose. Good. Hands to the mat. You're going to flip the feet so the tops of the feet are coming to the floor. Now this might feel challenging for some of you. Make sure your shoulders are in neutral. Energetically torquing those wrists into the mat, creating torque in the arms. And then you're going to push into the tops of the feet and lower. And push and lower. Push, opening through the front side of the foot. Good. Keep going. Nice plantar flexion, good. Breathe. Nice work. Go as high as you feel you need to. 3, 2, and 1. Release, tuck the toes. Let's come and sit back for a couple more breaths. Again, soften the breath. Allow it to sink in towards the pelvis. 360 expansion of the rib cage. Exhale. And then again, inhale. Grow tall through the body as you inhale. And then exhale through the nose. Good. Come to the top of the mat. Come up to stand. Let's do the other side. So arms forwards and up. Let's circle those wrists as we step the left foot back to high lunge. You're on your back toes, the back heel's lifted. The weight is even, so it's in the middle of the body. Good, we've not got weight in the front foot, not in the back foot. Good, and you're gonna allow that weight to sink to the back heel, push up from the toes. Sink it back, push up. Good, keep circling the wrists. Go both ways as you push up and off that back heel. Good, working the arms, working the shoulders, working those wrists. Good job, guys. 2 more. Last one, and then slowly lower towards the floor. Good. 90-90 in your legs. First, drive into the foot, the ankle coming forwards, knee comes over the toes. We've got 5 to get us all the way to parallel, okay? So, second one, a little bit further around, drive into that. Hold from the left glute as you drive into it. Good, push into that foot, really flex in that ankle again, and the knee, good, push up. Last one, foot comes out to the side, drive into it, good. And then here, let me show you side on again. You're driving into it energetically, try and pull that heel towards the knee, okay? Working the whole of this inner part of the body, good. And then from here, left hand behind you onto a block if you need. Reach the right arm over, push the hips forwards, breathe, suction that left shoulder on the back body, lift up, inhale, exhale over with that left arm, find space, it's like you're trying to lift up and over, left hand down, reverse, breathe, good, exhale, good, inhale up, exhale over, nice, drive into that foot, push up, reverse, last one, right arm over, squeeze the glutes, and then come up. Again, drive, left arm over. Good, and then from here, you bring the leg back in, come and sit on our toes, grow long through the spine of the head, stack the head over the shoulders, just close down your eyes and draw that breath into the body. Soften it out through the nose. And again, draw the breath low and soften it out through the nose. Good, hands to the mat. Untuck your toes so the fronts of your feet are pushing down. Try and get into that big toe. Try not to let the ankles roll out to the side. And then lift and lower. Lift, try, so keep thinking about hugging the inner line towards each other. Good, shoulders stable. Use your breath in and out through your nose. Good. Good. 3 more. 6, 7, 8. Good. Release. Untuck the toes again. 2 more breaths. Grow long through the spine. And breathe in and out through the nose. Keep the breath soft. Keep it settled. Some of you, this might feel excruciating if you're used to shoving your shoes in tight, feet in tight-fitting shoes. Good. Let's come up to the top. Let's move on to our second sequence. Soft knees, grow long through the crown of the head. Good. From here, arms forwards and up. Let's circle in those wrists. And then we're going to take the right leg back, hands to the mat. So you're in like a crescent lunge, okay? If you struggle to get your hands flat on the floor, pop your blocks underneath them. From here, we're going to be, as we rock forwards on that back heel, lifting the palm of our hand like we did at the beginning, and then lowering it down as we lower the heel down. So lift and lower. Lift and lower. And if you've got the space in the hip joint and you don't need to round in the spine, you can use your hands on the floor. So hands down, lift and lower. Good. Lift and lower. Nice work, guys. Lift and lower. Good. From here, come up to stand. We're coming back to our high lunge. We're going to do our jazz hands this time. So focusing on the forearms, the wrists, open, close really fast, and then lower down to the floor with control, squeeze up. You're staying on those back toes. Heel is lifted. Good. Weight is equal through both front and back foot. Woo, my arms are going. Losing control of my fingers. Last one. You've got this, guys. Good job. Shake them off. And then from here we go high lunge, rotate to the right, side lunge. Sit back into those glutes. Rotate back. Jazz hands. Sit to the right, side lunge. Hinge back in those hips. High lunge, arms come up. Jazz hands. Good job. Sit to the side. Side lunge. Drive into that inner foot. Rotate. High lunge. Jazz hands. Good job. 4. We've got one more after this. Rotate back. Arms up. Woo. Jazz hands. Side lunge to the right. Good job. Rotate back to the front. Right knee to the chest. Stabilize on that left ankle. You might feel it wobbling. Good. And then we're going to go back to our wrist circles. Try experimenting when you make fists by putting either your thumb inside the fist or outside, and notice the difference that you feel in your wrist. Good. Release down. Have a little shake and we'll do the other side. Soft knees. From here, grow down through the soles of the feet, arms forwards and up. Reach through those fingertips. Hinge backwards. Plant the hands, left foot steps back. You're in your crescent lunge. Again, if you need blocks to allow yourself to not be rounding over in the spine, lift the floor up to you by coming onto your blocks. It doesn't matter what height the block is. Good. Or if you have need 2 blocks, do 2 blocks. Absolutely fine. Good. From here, we rock forwards as we lift the palms of our heels. We rock back, pushing the heel down, lowering our palm of our hand. Push forwards, lift the palm of our hand, rock back, lower it. Good. So just work that motion. You're working your wrists and forearms as we rock into our ankles. Nice work, guys. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Last one, lift, lower. And then from here, we bring our body up, bring your back foot in a little bit. High lunge, do our jazz hands. Good. And we're going to go high lunge to 90, squeeze up. Good. And lower. Keep the jazz hands going. It's so hard. Keep going. 3, 2 more, guys. Keep going. Woo! We're nearly there. Good. Last one. Squeeze up. Good. Shake it off. And then we've got jazz hands to side lunge on the left. Sit back, hinge in those hips. Rotate back, arms lift. Jazz hands. Side lunge, sit back. Good. Move with control. Drive into that inner foot. Don't lock out at the knee. Arms up. Pelvis is in neutral. Jazz hands. Sit left, hinge. Drive back. Woo! Nice work, guys. Keep the breath flowing. In and out through the nose. Good. Last one. Jazz hands. And then side lunge. Good job. And then rotate back to the top. Left knee to chest. Stabilize. Whoosh is all over the place. On that right bum cheek. That right ankle is having to stabilize. And let's go back to circling those wrists both ways. You can add in a little ankle circle as well if you like. And remember, try the thumbs being either inside or outside of that fist. Good. Shake it all off. Nice work, guys. And then we're going to move on to our final sequence, our stream. So